Let's learn about the future technologies. Let's learn about the future. Welcome to Hyperfocused Engineer.
Read this sentence. The trophy didn't fit in the suitcase because it was too big. Quick, what does it mean? The trophy, obviously. Now change one word, because it was too small. Suddenly it is the suitcase. You just flipped the meaning of a word using another word 7 words away. And you did it in a fraction of a second, without even trying. That tiny, invisible leap, reaching across a sentence to connect one word to another, is the single trick that made modern AI possible. It's called attention. And by the end of this video, you'll understand exactly how a machine pulls it off. No math degree required. I promise. First, let's remember where we are. An AI doesn't read letters like we do. It turns each word into a little list of numbers. Think of it as a dot placed on a giant map, where words with similar meaning sit near each other. We built that map in the embeddings video, so the AI is holding a row of dots now, one for every word in the sentence. Here's the problem. Each dot only knows about its own word. The dot for it is just sitting there clueless. It has no idea it's supposed to mean trophy. For the sentence to make sense, every word needs to reach out and gather meaning from the words around it. That reaching out, that's the whole job of attention. Here's the entire idea in one picture. Lay the sentence out flat, every word in a row. Now let each word look at all the other words at the same time and ask one question. Which of you actually matters to me? Take the word it. When it looks around, the words trophy and big light up bright. The words the and because stay dim. So it pulls in meaning mostly from the bright ones and mostly ignores the dim ones. Now do that for every word at once. Suddenly, no word is lonely anymore. Each one carries the context of everything it chose to pay attention to. That's it. That's attention. Every word looking at every other word and keeping only what matters. But how does a word decide what matters? Let's make it human. Picture a room full of people, and each person is one word. Every person is holding 2 cards and a sticky note. The first card is a question, what am I looking for? The second card is a label, here's what I'm about. And the sticky note is the actual information that word carries. In AI terms, those have names. The question is called the query, the label is the key, and the note is the value. Query, key, value. Don't let the words scare you, they're just question, label, and note. To pay attention, each word holds up its question and scans the room for the label that best answers it. The word it holds up, I'm a pronoun, who do I stand for? It scans, and trophy is holding up a label that fits perfectly. Strong match. So it reaches over and copies trophy's note. Weak matches barely get a glance. That's the entire machine. Hold up a question, find the best matching label, copy its note. Let's make it concrete with tiny numbers. You'll see there's nothing hiding. 3 words, trophy, big, and it. We want to update it. So we take its question and score it against every word's label. Say we get, trophy scores 9, big scores 4, and it scores 1 against itself. Now we do one gentle step. Turn those raw scores into percentages that add up to 100. That squashing step has a fancy name, softmax. But all it does is turn scores into shares. We get trophy 70%, big 25%, itself 5%. Those percentages are the attention weights. Last step, blend the notes by those weights. Take 70% of trophy's meaning, 25% of big's, a little of its own, and mix. The brand new it is now mostly trophy with a dash of big, which is exactly the leap your brain made in the first second. No magic, just 3 moves, score, softmax, blend. And here's the part that'll make you smile. Everything we just did. It's a single line of math. Line up every word's question, the queries. Compare them against every word's label, the keys, to get the scores. Softmax those scores into weights. Then multiply the weights by the notes, the values. Written out, it's just softmax of Q times K times V. That's the famous attention formula. And now you actually know what every piece means. It's only a handful of lines of code, We'll type them out in the transformer video, and the computer runs it for every word at the same time. That parallel part is why it's so blazing fast. One little formula, and a clueless word becomes a word that understands its whole sentence. Now step back and see what we just bought. The old AI read one word at a time and squeezed everything into a single fixed memory. So by the end of a long sentence, the beginning had blurred away, like reading a whole page through a keyhole. Attention rips the keyhole open. It lays the entire page flat and draws the arrows directly. Any word can reach any other word in a single hop, no matter how far apart they are, and every word does it simultaneously, not one at a time. Long-distance meaning kept, speed unlocked. And when you stack this one trick a few times on top of itself, you get the transformer, the engine sitting inside ChatGPT, Claude, and basically every AI you've heard of. Okay, screenshot this one. Attention, start to finish. 1. An AI turns each word into a dot, but a lonely dot understands nothing. 2. Attention lets every word look at every other word and keep what matters. 3. Each word holds up a question. The query reads everyone's label, the keys, and copies the notes, the values from the best matches. 4. The recipe is just score, softmax, blend, done in parallel for every word. Stack that a few times and you've built a transformer. One leap, connecting a word here to a word far over there, is the entire reason machines finally understand language. Want to build this yourself for free? Andrej Karpathy's Zero to Hero codes attention from scratch. Line by line, it's the gold standard, and it's on YouTube. 3 Blue 1 Brown has a gorgeous, visual version of the same idea. And if you want the full university treatment, Stanford's CS224N is online for nothing. Just search it. Pick one and actually build a tiny attention by hand. I promise it clicks the moment you do. Next in this series, we snap attention into the full transformer and watch the whole thing come alive. Subscribe and let's keep going.